for each one to depart first before you do it.
Three.
Two.
RM2, pushing tact.
(101) airborne.
Two. Shooting.
Two, are you okay?
Apology, technical difficulties.
No worries, just checking. As long as you get airborne.
3 shoot before 2 if you can't. If 2 can't shoot.
Shooting now. One, two, airborne, switching.
One, 103, shooter.
Okay, flight. I'm flying really slow. 240. Still at 500 feet. Rejoin on me.
Two.
Three.
Turning left for waypoint 1. Okay, 2 SEU high. I'm gonna start speeding up 300, climbing to 10,000 feet now.
3 is 5 mile trail tally on leads.
Flight switch, primary channel 2. Tell me when you guys switched.
Yeah, 3 switched.
Two.
Okay, I'm speeding up to mill power now.
Three rejoin left side.
Dragonflight, check in 253.
Two. Joining on right.
Dragon Run Magic, good evening, Squawk 1511 through 1514.
Dragon slot squawking 1511 to 1514. Deed flight as fragged. 3 good ships. Okay, flight. We're gonna turn left to 240 just to gain altitude.
2.
Dragon 1 Magic radar contact, Alpha check, bullseye 215, 90, 13,000 track west.
Magic. Dragonflight A-frame on the Alpha check. All flights, this is Dragon. Confirm that you are at Marshall.
Ran 2.
Sting 3.
Victory, Dragon. Flight check right towards Marshall.
Dragon Victory, go.
Victory, Dragon. Just confirm you're at Marshall.
We're established. About to push.
Copy. Game time as fragged.
Ran 2 pushing the push point.
Flight lead, confirm you're in burners.
Confirm less. Repeat
Victory,
less.
push.
3 to 1, you are in burners, confirm.
Not in burners, am I? I'm gonna
Not anymore.
reduce. No, I'll reduce. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, if we could level out for a sec, I'm flying below you guys. I don't have the mail power to get up there yet.
Yeah, copy.
Stinger 3, push.
All G's there.
Yeah, it's my fault. It's fine. Flight fence in. One fenced in, 10.9.
2. Fence in. 10.9.
3 fence in, fuel state mirror.
Dragon 1, Sting, or Ram 2, pushing.
Flight reference waypoint 3. Correction, waypoint 2.
Two.
Three.
Ram 2 1 buddy spike F15.
Dragon pushing over push by. Magic Dragon picture.
Magic, new picture. 2 groups. West group, bullseye 2-9er-9er, 67, 22,000. Capping east to west. Bandit, 2 contacts. East group, bullseye 046, 111,
Check
26,000.
left for waypoint 3.
Capping east to west. Bandit, heavy 4 contacts.
Two.
Okay, reducing speed to Mach 0.7. Three stay air to air, 2 air to ground.
Two.
2 prep JDAMs.
Jaden's prep.
Sexy.
Well, 3 is finally information. Could finally catch you. So.
Sounds good. Sorry, I thought you were informed much earlier. My bad.
Ah, no worries. No. 120s do that to you.
Draggy boys.
I mean, really useful Dragon Boys. But...
Magic, west group and east group,
I'm dropping
hostile.
bags. Dragon.
Repeat, let's go. Okay, yeah, you're dropping back. Cool.
Victory 4-1 Magic, west group now hot, Bra 315, 69, 11,000, hot, hostile to contact.
Victory.
Magic, pop up north group, bullseye 021, 149, 16,000, track south, heavy, 4 contacts, bandit.
Magic Dragon, repeat last call.
Magic pop-up north group bullseye 021 146 16,000 track south bandit heavy for contact.
Victory commit targets 50 miles west of us.
Flight, combat spread.
Victory
Free
for
trail.
Magic trespassing AC2.
2.
3. Repeat call for 3 to go through.
Yeah, tree, go trail 5 miles.
Going through.
Two. Reference waypoint 4. Weapon designate.
2.
Fox 3 western group, cranking left.
Package Magic pop-up north group is now heavy 6 contacts.
Stinger 3 established Cap Alpha.
Ram 2-1, ducks away. Buffalo Wings.
Flight, check right. We are turning 120. 120. Check right 120.
2.
Magic pop-up bullseye group at bullseye. Just taken up from Tomb, track north for now. Hostile 1 contact.
You got that, Bez?
3.
Dragon committed. Bez, pop-up group.
Dragon on 3 committing.
That's not on us.
Check. Turning back.
2 has eyes on central group.
Ram 2-1,
Copy.
Blood Hawk.
Hawk is firing.
Okay, flight in.
Ram 2-3 Magnum.
Flight in, flight in.
Dragon 1-1 Magic bullseye group is Bra 018 29er 6,000 hot hostile 1 contact.
Three
Victory
diving down,
1-4
50,000
threat
feet.
Bra 318 13 23,000 hot hostile 1 contact.
Three is established 50,000 feet, 3 Montreal. Correction, 4 Montreal.
Copy. I'm gonna have to drop altitude to 10,000. I can't see shit. 3 drop with me 10,000.
Yep. Dropping. Mod Spike Hawk, jammer on.
Victory 4-1 Magic merged right behind you, bullseye 340 for 3 at 23,000 hot.
Tom Kesson takes defensive, west side cap track.
Victory 4-2 Magic recommend D-Laos Victory 4-1 Bra 319er for 11 at 23,000 hot.
3, get that? Look for the Meg.
3 looking.
Ram 2-2, Mad Hawk turn.
Dragon 1-3 committing bullseye 2307 miles. Single to the west of it.
Ram 2, Magnum, Hawk 2.
2 has the targets in sight.
One's out.
Magic. Pop up additional group at bullseye. Track southwest hostile at 3000.
2 in the zone.
Two, do not trespass
Lead
10 miles.
target is
Victory for
target
Two,
Magic.
two down. Pickle,
Lead
breaking
contact vanished. Second contact bull brought 304 for 13 at 11,000 hot.
Target that guy. Three.
Correction maneuver
target that
north.
guy.
Hostile one contact.
Ram 2 on Magnum Hawk.
One's reattacking. Two, what's your status?
All players Magic, Alamo.
Ram 2 on ducks away.
Dragon copies Alamo.
2 defeated 2 Downs missile.
Ram 2, confirm Alamo heading to Martian.
Negative. Stay at IP.
pushing back to IP.
Did you target any of the MiG-21s?
One is heading out north, otherwise I saw a pop-up at the
Fed
island.
Victory
I'm not sure
Grand
yet.
Slam. Westling.
Victory for Magic West Group vanished. Victory for Threat Bra 086 27 23,000 hostile 1 contact, follow-on contact 10 miles in trail.
Stinger 3, commit those last 2 contacts.
All clear, no mix in the area currently.
BDA
Victory's
looks
proceeding.
good.
Victory's
All
proceeding.
4 targets destroyed.
Victory, naked hawk.
Ram 1-3, Magnum, Hawk.
Missile launch,
Magic
missile
pop
launch,
up
missile launch.
West Group Bullseye 291 28 2000 track southeast hostile 1
To be aware,
contact.
you're trespassing.
Victory 4-1 about to merge Bra 085 for 5 at 23,000 hot. Victory 4-2 Magic Threat 084 11 16,000 maneuver
Okay, let's
south
proceed.
hostile 1
Killing the
contact.
SC-15.
We got one on him.
2.
Victory 4-1 Magic merged to your left at 25,000.
Victor Tally.
Three committed on make bullseye.
Dragon
265.
1-3 Magic
30.
intentions.
Dragon on 3 go.
Sorry, repeat last.
You were calling Dragon on 3?
2 bombs
Anchor.
away.
Repeat message for 1-3, didn't get it.
Are you committing on that Bennett or are you still doing your tasking?
1-3 is orbiting close to the area, making sure no more 20 minutes away.
Ram 2 on Ram 2-2 Magnum. Hawk.
Ram 2 Magnum Hawk delay 10.
Hawk still survives. Hawk still up. Hawk still up. Need to try to attack the Hawk again.
Magic pop-up bullseye group has vanished.
Buddy Spike F-18 30,000.
What the fuck's happening?
Magic Guerrilla Group at bullseye 043 for 58. More than 10 contacts. Tracking roughly southwest, ETA about 5 to 10 minutes before it's a threat.
Ram 121, Magnum Hawk.
Victory for Magic pop-up West Group is now hostile 2 contacts. Bra 025, 17 on the deck. Maneuver.
There's this.
Victory for Magic, do not commit yet, you're about to trespass into the A60.
Single contact bullseye 301, 30 miles
Raj.
potentially going
Victory coming
north.
south.
Watching it.
Copy. 2, do you have any more munitions?
AFM 2 times Maverick.
Copy. My fucking flare is absolutely fucked.
2 rifle.
Victory for Magic Bra 040, 21, 5,000, track southeast, hostile, 1 contact, recommend commit.
Ram 13 Hawk Magnum.
Stinger 3 Magic Bra 032, 55, 20,000, track south, hostile, 2 contacts, follow on, Guerrilla Group,
Committing
22
target
miles.
bullseye 380.
Recommend commit for now.
Copy.
Stinger 3-2 Judy, all threats.
Dragon 1-3 committing bullseye 280, 17 miles, 7,000.
Two Shag 1 times SF-15.
Victory for
Dragon 1-3,
Magic Snap
bullseye
055.
280, Foxy. 10 miles.
Victory 055, what are we looking for?
Support Dragon 1-3 Bullseye 058, 29er at 4,000, track east, hostile 1. And contact has vanished.
Dragon 1-3, splash 1.
Dragon 1-2 Magic Threat Bra 034, 18, 20,000, track southwest, hostile, 2 contacts.
2 ships heading away, guys, direct northeast.
Copy. Alright, let's return to IP. It's Miller time.
Dragon 1-1 Magic, you have about 2 minutes before you have to bug out.
Package Miller time. Package Miller time.
Stinger 3-1 is commit on lead 2 bandits.
Ram 22, Magnum Hawk 2.
Dragon Magic flow south-southwest, gate expedite. Stinger 3-1 Delaus, Dragon 1-2 Bra 013, 22, 20,000, hot, hostile.
3-1 Wilco.
Okay, let's regroup at the IP.
Hey, firm, there's Bennett on you guys now. I'm covering. Go back to IP, I'll meet up there.
3-1 Fox 3, last
Forget
contact.
it. Sting's got it. Sting's committed.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Fox 3
Victory is
front
2
guy.
times Fox 3 bandits.
Fox 3 front guy, 19,000.
Stingers 3-1 Magic aboard close south. Front lead contact has vanished.
Package Miller time, acknowledge.
Ram 2, acknowledge more time.
Victor, acknowledge Miller time. We're watching you guys out.
Sorry, Bez.
What's up? No, I just killed something. Mission success, right?
Did you kill anything?
Yeah, I got a single F1 coming you guys this way.
Stinger 3-2 Magic close southwest.
Mission accomplished, so reduce for.
Flight report state.
2, stage
Sting 3-2,
6.2.
commit, bandit 6-7, 19,000.
3 stage 6.5.
So you can see through negative abort.
Flight switch air to air.
2,
Flight climb back 28,000 feet. Yeah, that cloud deck was like so much lower than I thought. Oh my god, I couldn't see shit.
yeah. Usually if the designated when it was lower, then it was take the altitude and drop the bombs.
Magic Dragon intention to refuel quest vectors to refuel.
Dragon Magic vectors for tanker or 228 for 33. Currently at 18,000. Hot, about to turn to your right.
Like
Stinger 3 Magic recommend reset at cab B to provide bar cap for the rest of the package.
Sting 3-2, Judy.
okay, I'm gonna spin in the air, guys, for you to catch up. We're gonna go air to air refuel. Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Need to figure out its tech end. I'm gonna be tapped that real quick.
I've got Arco at 59, X-ray and Shell at 70.
Which one's ours?
I'll leave that up to you.
Ah, they're both drogue. Okay.
Sorry.
Ram 2,
Victory flight, recommend you reference
off
220.
that, switching motion.
Copy for Ram 2, Victory, say again.
Victory,
How's the rejoin?
Stinger 3-1, recommend you reference 220.
3 almost rejoining left side.
2, 4 miles out.
Free rejoin left.
Magic, lead group, maneuver cold.
Magic request factoring again for Arco. This is Dragon.
Dragon 1 Magic, that will be brought 265, 17, 18,000, cold.
Generac 265.
Free.
Interrogative, do you mean the one at the recovery tanker or the regular one?
The KC-135, ICM 16 miles on a far nose.
Roger. They're both KC-135s.
Yeah, copy those.
Tele on the nose, 50 mils.
Yep. Magic, confirm that is Arco to our front. Dragonflight. Okay, switch to your second radio to 269.
Magic Stinger 3-1. We're gonna check out. Check in with Marshall here.
I think copies, you're clear to push to the Marshall.
2 is on preset 13. Make it 3 is on preset 13.
Two, rejoining on right.
Copy. Flight echelon left.
2.
3 is sorting most left of the echelon.
Thank you.
Okay. Plans to tank to 10,000 and proceed to the carrier. I'll copy.
Free.
2.
Alright. Idle, spoilers out. Board's going back in. Maintaining around 300 for now. Arco, Dragonflight proceeding, observation left. Okay, I need to slow down again. Alright. One proceeding, observation left. What's that smelly F-15 doing there?
I guess he's pretending to be a naval plane. 2, I think you can slide him on the right wing and then go for the right drop.
Copy, I'm just waiting for you to get sorted.
Cool, 3 is sorted left.
Alright, one's done refueling. One's going observation right.
3 is moving left pylon.
Magic. Magic Dragonflight.
Magic.
Magic Dragonfly, I've got nails 29 off my nose. Is that a factor?
They are currently being targeted by the Dubai Hawk site and engaging one of the AI-15s.
Couple.
Two is full. Transferring right.
3 report fuel state.
4-3. Can you abort your fueling, because I think the probe is not picking it up. Yeah, my I went straight through it. I was like, wait a minute, I've done this like yesterday with like the first go in one. There we go.
Okay, refuel to 6,000.
You want me to refuel to 6,000?
Yeah, fair.
Cool. And that's 6,000.
Rejoin on me. Flight tune 268. Ooh, shit. Alright, let's turn left.
He's moving with you.
Two.
We can't get the carrier to speak to me. 269. There we go.
I've got the carrier on 273. Correction 372. Reset 1 for radio 1.
Coming. Okay, flight check right.
Two 0-1 Bolter.
202, Hornet Ball 5.2.
Any flights on the stack?
Victory Flight 301 and 302 is about to establish at 2000.
Copy. Dragonflight will establish 4,000. Entering point 3.
201 in the break.
Okay, let's hold 4,000. Reduce speed
Alright,
to
this is
50.
Victory 42.
201,
I gotta go
02
down to your life stuff. Thanks for the flight, guys.
Holding 4,000.
I am not holding 4,000, sorry. Let's go up.
I'll pretend I didn't see it.
Deck is clear, all call signs, be aware. The carrier is not moving, but just to guys stay prepared.
Nice.
203 on board.
And that's gonna make it interesting.
That's basically a runway that you're gonna land on. It's a runway in the middle of the sea.
Confirm.
Two 201. I apologize.
Two 203 trap. Two 203 deck is new.
301 and 302 commencing.
Flight, we gotta check right and then bank left.
201 leaving off. 402. I know you were in the final. 401.
Wow.
Scratch last.
3 is reconfiguring on the left of fleet.
X clear.
Okay, bank left, guys. Maybe 15-degree bank. More like 20, sorry. Flight proceeding down to 2,000 feet in the stack. Dragonflight.
Two 201 on final again.
Okay, since the deck's not moving, guys, we're just gonna have to extend our downwind. Do not turn in early, because if you turn in early, that thing's not moving. You're gonna meet the tower.
3 Roger, no tower hitting. Gotcha.
2.
Look at that slow boy under us. Did he trap? No, he didn't. Oh my god, I think it's his 5th try or something.
201 bolts.
Yeah, boy. You know, no pressure.
Yeah, we're not judging or anything.
No, totally not.
Dragonfly dropping to 2,000 feet.
Watch this turn into case 3.
So don't turn a beam of the ship, as you usually do. Just turn like 1 mile after and you'll be fine.
Yep.
201 in the break.
Looking very nice, guys.
You too?
I'm doing nothing. I'm just taking pictures.
That's also an important job.
See, the photographer is important. Tree report state.
3 is 8.5. 5.4 actually now.
Copy. 2 report state.
301,
2,
302
9.9.
on initial, yeah.
You fat man.
201 turning final.
Sometimes I forget how beautiful those games look.
It's because too busy looking at the AT flirt. Hey Kenny, you want us to put up the wire? Kenny, you want us to put up the wire? Climb back up, guys. I dropped. Oops. Too busy just talking shit.
301
201
is train
Wolf.
base.
All flights be advised, the carrier is not moving.
Nice.
Understood.
Put it, mission builder.
Just extend your downwards. Do not turn abeam of the carrier.
Had that happen as well. I was making this mission and then like we got back after like a 3-hour orgy and the thing just was not moving.
Ran out of fuel.
It did, yeah. I basically triple checked everything in the mission and it went like smoothly and then
201.
besides the waypoint for the carrier group.
Dragonfly commencing. Gotta pull harder a bit, boys.
3.
I dropped to 1,000.
Red deck.
It's gonna be a case 3 soon.
Green deck.
Flight echelon, right?
2.
3 moving right.
Leveling off 1,000.
Turn of all 4.8.
Alright, let's turn left, boys. Hook down.
One, two, good hook.
201 on final.
Well, I got the best seat on the formation here.
Green deck.
Right, let's speed the girl up. Speeding up 350. Alright, pull on this turn, boys. I don't even know what the BRC is.
57.
Bust the tower. Alright.
Red deck.
And the brake.
Two in the break.
And the 3 also in the break.
Green deck.
Hey, Blue, somebody's right on your ass.
Stop sniffing my ass. It's number 2.
You left some glue in there.
Alright, we'll just extend it downwards, treat it as a different, like a runway. It's not a carrier anymore. Trap. Green deck.
Grab. Well,
3-1 Maldini.
the
On the
wide
roll.
got stuck.
One going right.
Yeah, you gotta relieve the throttle. Relieve the throttle. Throttle idle, idle, idle. Go to idle. Wait for it. Is your parking brake on? Check if your parking brake's on.
It's not off.
103 turning downwind.
At some point it's gonna release. Cycle the hook.
Across the deck.
Alright, just disconnect.
God damn it.
Well,
He's still stuck.
oh boy.
Don't put any throttle because you're still stuck on that wire.
But I'm still extended downwind, so no.
Check your brake. What's your brake pressure at?
You know what, I'm just gonna despawn.
Alright.
103 turning downwind.
You're going high. Drop the altitude. You're a bit left, correct right. On glide slope. Centered. Keep that. Keep it going. Looking good. You're dropping a bit. Coming a bit high. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Stay with what you got. You're drifting right, correct left. Nice. You're drawing high, you're going high, you're going high.
Three, 2, 1, back there.
You guys are out of the server, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Where the fuck did those fish pits came from?
Yes.
Cool, we here. Blue, you want to lead the debrief?
Yeah, sure. All right. So I'm just gonna debrief this package lead. I think overall our time on station was pretty good. I was early to my TOT, but I just looped around before Kenny started seating. We attacked the Hawk. We attacked the Hawk. I think overall comms were fine. Alamo was called, but when I looked at the essay page, it didn't look like it warranted Alamo. We'll find out from Starfox. Overall, I think it went alright. Personally, from my flight, I had issues prosecuting the Hawk. 2 did a great job on prosecuting the Hawk. 3's task primarily was to just defend us from air threats within the WES, and that's what he did. I think more comms from 3 would have been good, and from 2 as well, just from when attacking and dropping bombs, and from myself as well within that interflight. Overall, I think it went okay. I think we'll hear from Ram first.
Yep, from Ram.
Did we accomplish? Oh, sorry, before we move on, did we accomplish our mission objectives?
I think we did. It was Naked Hawk in the end.
Did anyone die?
No, not from my flight.
I don't think anybody did. We kept everybody.
And confirm Hawk is dead. Mission success.
So from Ram, good job too, sticking with me. Got up to Marshall. I think should have extended the downwind from the carrier. Kind of had to spiral climb below the Marshall, around the Marshall, to reach our altitude up to the push. Beyond that, pushed to the once we kind of got to our seed track, I think it kind of fell apart. We had a kind of a templated seed harm shot table essentially, and Talds. I don't know, 3, I think you might have had some issues getting harms away on time. I kind of had to remind you a bunch. Other than that, yeah, I definitely got discombobulated. I think when the Alamo call happened, sometimes I was getting like off track. So we kind of just, more or less, I kind of just winged it. Tried to estimate like every 45 seconds instead of a pure time table, but I think it worked out okay. I did get a bit discombobulated, I think, with the Alamo call. I don't think we ever discussed it in the contracts. I don't know if it was there or not. It might have been, but anyway, that kind of put me off track a bit. But I think we were able to do the job successfully. I know I kind of had some sloppy flying up 30,000 feet. I think our 2G tack turn, where it's a bit too ambitious at 30,000. So in the future, I'd probably pay more attention to the flight parameters. But overall, yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess overall, we did our mission. So.
Sting.
Yeah, Stinger was tasked with Cap Alpha to protect that side of the package. We largely did that until the guerrilla group showed up. Things that went well. Dash 2 did a great job following me around, and my flight leadership was not very good. Very confusing. I got confused, so that's one thing that went poorly. We kind of got sucked into the target area when threats started popping up at altitudes we didn't really expect. And that was probably not the right thing to do. I'm not quite sure. Maybe the attack view will help us understand. Things that also didn't go super well. We were a minute early for TOT because we're actually probably slightly late for push, but the timing was messed up somehow. It just wasn't as far as we thought it was going to be. or as the planning said it should be. And then engagements, we had a few. We managed to, I don't know how effective we were. We ran away successfully, so that was good. Things that could have done better, being more organized, and having maybe like a more discussion over like what's gonna happen in certain contingencies in the briefing. I feel like there's more air threats that popped up over the target area than we were expecting, but otherwise it worked out pretty well. On recovery, I think it was just a shit show because the boat wasn't moving for some reason. Whoever stopped the boat, you're an asshole. But otherwise, worked pretty good.
All right. We'll see about like as well. Maybe you can expand on the contingencies when we do the detailed debrief as well. Victory.
Cruiser, you want me to drive it?
Yeah, sure.
So we took off first. We had the Western Cap Lane. Takeoff and form up was great. We were hanging out at Marshall for a while, and then we hit our push time, started pushing in. Only snag we had there is we were up at 34,000 feet as briefed, and our ingress, like if you ingress at Mach 0.7, which is what we had also briefed, that's like 200 friggin' knots up that high. So we pushed it up a bit just so we weren't falling out of the sky. Because, yeah, eventually we were doing Mach 0.8, which was a whole 260 knots up where we were. Got a great call out from AIC that we had some bandits coming in, confirmed hostile from the west. We sorted on them. Great sort, great comms, shot our Phoenixes, and leads immediately went stupid. Two, I think we asked for him to double tap and hit both of the targets, but by that time they were notching. So those Phoenixes didn't work out too well. What proceeded was a comedy of ACM errors, but throughout all of it, I thought both ships actually did a great job sorting on separate targets. So we were kind of having our own wobbly wonder with individual enemies, but we had sorted so that we did a good job killing the whole flight. Came back east, all discombobulated, tumbleweed. We're trying to get our bearings back, and lo and behold, Magic pipes up again and says, "Oh, hey, bandits off your nose, 20 miles." And there's a pair of fish beds screaming right at us. More ACM fuckery, but we were able to down both of those because, again, we both bid off on separate targets. I thought that went really well. Started heading back towards Tum and saw the guerrilla group coming in. Took an opportunistic Phoenix shot at the front guy, but by the time it made its way in, Stinger had already killed it. Came back home, boat shenanigans. I think that's all we wrote. Things that went well, despite lots of helmet fire and being rusty, I thought we had pretty great chord between the two members of the flight. Things that didn't go well or things to improve, ACM. We'll see that in the TAC view. You guys have anything to add? Cool, that's victory.
All right, that's a mission success. Gumby, oh, sorry, one more person. Starfox and Deneric, please. Your debrief.
Yeah, we're getting the. I mean, yeah, everybody knows what happens roughly other than that. But yeah, regarding the Alamo call, at the time, I felt things were about to get overwhelming because we were getting a lot of pop-up group. Like, we had 2 pop-ups from Tomb itself, and we had 2 pop-ups from the northwest, about 20 or 30 miles from the coast. One of those disappeared also, realizing it's going to be interesting to see on tag view what happened to that one. So that's why I wanted to have a preemptive call to let the escort handle all of that, because I thought we were about to get a very big furball over Tomb, and I wanted to avoid that. But turns out that everything just cleared pretty quickly afterwards, because the 2 pop-ups from Tomb just headed west outside from the seat package and just were heading forward towards Victory. And Victory also were able to handle this 1 pop-up from the north.
Okay, sounds good.
So everything worked out well in the end.
I think an improve as well was if we would have told 1.3 basically in our package, it was only air-to-air running around the tomb. So an improve was that he should have communicated with you as well to keep you more aware of what he was doing.
Okay. And with Stinger, yeah, not a lot happened for them for most of the mission until the end. And I had to call, I think it was Stinger 3-2, the one who was going for a 3 ship, and I felt like he was unsupported, so I told him they should probably just abort the attack. Because he was heading into, I think 3 or 4 contacts.
We had good essay on it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Gumby, if you wrap it up.
Yeah, thanks everybody for attending the event. This is the official end of the event. We'll send out a survey at some point today for you to fill out so we can improve future events. But if you want to hang around, we're going to do a TAC view debrief. The TAC view file is in Sunday DCS event. If somebody could host that, that'd be awesome. If you're going to head out now, thanks again for coming.
Great mission.
Great success. All right.
So, first things first, on the boat, we had a takeoff order, and people were taxiing to ignore that takeoff order. Why?
One of my flight members misread the time.
Okay.
I think it's because of the card that Luke posted. His flight's at the top, even though he's like last in the order.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. I was not focusing on the actual situation, was fiddling in the cockpit and went out the time that was in the table. Which
Oh, good. Just listen to your FL, I guess. They'll usually sort that shit out for us.
Alrighty. Everyone departs on their times. It was very nice. I think the F-14s departed early, but they have fuel for days, so it doesn't matter.
I liked having all the guys, by the way, the times and the push times and the TOT. I thought it was good.
Yeah, well, I can't take credit for it. It was more like combat flight. Our IP was over.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just including some of that planning is good, I think.
Yeah. I think I could have disseminated it better. I want your opinion on that, obviously, but...
What I think happened with the TOTs is that they were set for a particular aircraft at a particular altitude and then scaled for everybody else. But those airspeeds don't work for everybody, especially when we're at super high altitudes. So you got to refine those flight plans after you set something like an arbitrary Mach speed to make sure that everybody's still able to stay in the air.
I don't know. Everybody had their altitudes set in combat flight, so your speed is set as your core aircraft type. We'll have to look into it more. So here's the IP itself over here. What time is it in game? Does it even say? 14? No. Okay. So here.
I think if we just had like a push time and a TOT, that would have been enough to coordinate us. You know.
I think. Oh, this is probably skipping ahead a bit, but when the Alamo call happened, so it didn't really apply to the seed, right? We didn't have an IP. I'm bringing it up because you said IP. Anyway, that's kind of got me confused.
So the Alamo wording, perhaps in the contract, wasn't that. It was like strike package returning to IP and the air-to-air components. I'll miss the flight here. So I remember early on Starfox calling this, and I think Raz committed on this group. Here's the
Why are you guys committing so early? I guess it's in the kill box, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's alright.
Better question, why is the kill box
you got an
big?
IP that we can connect to here?
No, I didn't. Maybe Perf, if you can set it up.
Sure, I can do that.
Rasmus, you doing it?
Yeah.
I felt the kill boxes were really big, and I didn't understand what the intent of them was. If it was stuff that enters this box should be your priority, it needs to be labeled as something other than a kill box. Because look at the offset. Look at how far away these guys are from the rest of the package.
IP's in Sunday.
They're not supporting the package. They're just killing stuff all the way out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of ignored the kill box
that's
thing.
fair.
I didn't understand it.
Yeah,
You care to connect the IP?
Would have been nice if you raised that earlier, as well.
Care to connect the IP?
Okay.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if you did raise that earlier because, yeah, it's not kill box is probably not the word for it because I don't want you to, go all the way down. But it's more of this is your, this is for you. These are your jets to deal with.
Area of responsibility, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We had issues with this. I think maybe last week or the week before, where escorts split off and drove 70 miles into bandits. But we can, if we brief it, we can just grind and stay closer to the package and wait for threats to actually present themselves.
Yeah. When we picked them up, they were right about here. They're about 60 miles off the nose, and ASC called them hot hostile. So our idea was we were going to shoot Phoenixes at 50 or so, and then just turn out.
Blue, you need to clear out the port.
And then a comedy of errors, default port. And then a comedy of errors. The idea was we could get these killed quick, then the west side of the package area is clear, and then we can come back in and resume our west track. But we had been briefed that we're going to take out any threats from the west and northwest.
I think, though, where are you in your cap lane? Like, the cap lane wise, this was your cap lane, right?
So our cap lane was from what IP was about here to about here.
Yeah.
So we get to our west side of the cap lane, and they're 50 miles.
What was the comedy of errors? Just trying to get a lock on?
Oh, you'll see.
Well, no, I mean, like you said, brief shot at 50 and you launch at 30. What was what changed your timetable?
We had some trouble sorting, and then as soon as I shot a missile, then the radar started doing all sorts of hilarious things.
I mean, the second someone turns now, it's just like as if they've disappeared from the planet.
So we're going to come out now, and then I think 2 said they were pressing. It was like, okay, well, we better try and help them stay alive. And then there's shooting.
Oh, question. Do you guys have data link throughout?
Yep. It was actually intermittent. It kept coming in and out, which was odd.
Par for the course.
And we're trying to pick up this front guy. I'm trying to point cruiser at him in PAL, and it's not working. It's not working. So 8 miles. I'm like, okay, dude, we're gonna get killed. So please turn out. He buries the nose and burns out. Thankfully, the Mirage decides to shoot our wingman.
I can't believe you guys didn't get toasted during this.
So he snaps back in, shoots the front guy.
Oh my god.
Like an active
Pause
Phoenix.
real quick, 1 second. And look in the top view.
Yeah.
I kind of think you are supporting the package in the end. I mean, you did intercept something that's to the west, and that's your priority. I don't think you went that far away.
Well, theoretically,
marginal, but
theoretically, this guy is an escort, right? So he should be able to respond to threats that are way over here that are attacking the strikers.
Yeah, but
if we're setting up bar caps,
then
let's set up bar caps.
I assumed responsibility of the stuff that's out of tomb. In the briefing, I said I'll just deal with stuff inside tomb, and my 1-3 was set up just for air to air to support us because we didn't expect much, 1 or 2 MiGs. But I expected a fucking massive amount of aircraft that would come from the west and north, and that was the intent of you guys, was more as bar caps than escorts, even though you're named as escorts in the mission.
And maybe briefing products could have been more clear there, but that was my understanding of the package intent, that we were screening, basically providing a bar cap north and west.
Yeah, I was looking at it from my perspective. Gumby and I were skating away on our racetrack, and Gumby was like, we might have to go support Victory. And I looked at the map, and you guys were 80 miles away. I was like, yeah, we're not supporting them. They live or die by their own sword.
Yeah, that's
So the Phoenix is an awesome dogfight missile.
Active off the rails, baby.
Uh-huh. And then we did the same thing. Cruiser turned into this guy. Shot what I think is a very...
I think it was a Sparrow
no.
I shot first.
12 miles is not a bad Sparrow shot. Yeah, you shot that first. And then I switched to Phoenix Active off the rails.
Cold.
And we followed up with that.
Aye, it's a bad shot. He's cold. But anyways, it defends him.
Bam. So that was an adventure, and we're trying to reset back east, and which I called west because I'm Westexic or something. And then we're just trying to like get our bearings again.
This is, I think, what I called Alamo.
Yeah.
A bit before that.
You're like, hey, bandits off the nose.
But where the hell these guys come from?
They took off from Tum.
Confused me a lot.
We'll back up and you'll see that.
Oh, these are the guys that took off from Tum. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They really.
So again, we're kind of clowning around individually, but we at least sorted on separate targets. So now, 2's on the trail guy. We're on the lead guy.
This is really good sorting.
Uh-huh. I would not recommend doing 140 knots nose up in a Tomcat. I was so sure we were dead right here. Just like, he's right off the nose. Well, I didn't realize you still were tally that guy. So I was like fucking flipping around looking for him.
It's incredible that you saved that. Holy shit.
He shoots him. And meanwhile, 2 is just driving in on that guy the whole time.
Bruiser, you had no right to that kill.
What do you mean? Mad pilot skills.
And that was about it for victory, so let's back up. Who else was having adventures?
So you want to see where the pigs came from, right?
Well, there was one more thing I saw in it when after that point where the last 2 Phoenixes got sent off to enemies that disappeared long before the Phoenixes got there.
Yeah. Okay, so here's your guys' initial volley of Talds.
Yeah, Devil was early, so we turned right and waited for our entry time.
What was the game plan you guys briefed? Distract him with Talds while you shoot with Harm?
Yeah, we had a table set up. Like essentially, we had 6 Talds, so 2 Talds and then 1. Every time we go, the element goes hot. Essentially, to turn the sight on.
Very
and then arms out every 45 seconds.
Was this supposed to coordinate with the deed?
So we, the thing is, yeah, so we're trying to cover them essentially, give them a window.
I think
right?
though the Tald employment could be better, like more spread out.
So I missed my Told. I missed my second harm and I missed my Told. I don't know what I messed up. The first one went off the rail fine. The second one just didn't want to go off.
Also,
I have video. I'm gonna look at it later.
Also, I couldn't see from the clouds. Improve here would have gone low, found them, and then climbed back up with my speed to drop my CBUs.
Oh, is that what you were trying to do? That's why you're so low, is you're going through a cloud layer to see the sight?
I couldn't see shit, yeah.
Those aren't going to hit, are they?
Yeah, no, they're not.
Hit in the end.
Yeah. They hit the water.
Remind me, what are GPU 38s again? Bombs with wings?
Yes.
GPS.
No, they're just JDAMs.
JDAMs have a pretty good autopilot.
They glide that good, Jesus.
How are they able to glide like that? Yeah.
Computers.
Yeah, and think of it like a paveway has to be looking at the laser the entire time. So
oh shit,
bomb is never the bomb is never kinetically efficient because it has to look at where it's gonna kill. Where a JDAM doesn't have to do that.
Back and forth violently.
Yeah.
Oh,
so a JDAM doesn't have to do that, so it can program itself to, get a little bit of a glide angle going.
Oh,
I'm impressed with those hits.
It just knows I have to hit this place at some point.
I didn't launch them without an in zone. They said in zone, so I trusted it. And said, okay, I'll drop it.
In Jizz we trust. Okay, so those 21s just like took out and flew west.
Yeah, if you go back a bit, you'll see my 1-3 trying to go after them, but then I call them off.
So that we've attacked air bases a lot recently, and I thought we'd kind of figured out by now that most dangerous course of action was things taken off from the air base.
Yep.
I was really confused why we didn't have one of the escorts covering this.
Because from the briefing, if I can take control, Raz. Okay.
Can you?
From the briefing, my perspective was that this shenanigans, this wall of gorilla, is going to be much earlier. And I assumed something as big is going to come from the west. So I wanted you as my bar caps, or my screening elements from on the left and right. And I felt 2 MiG-21s is no problem for me, and my second element was literally going to be devoted just as a swing roll and to fight anything inside the Wes with me. That's it.
Do you feel like you were correct and that it played out the way you expected?
I think no. So the first thing is that guerrilla group didn't show up as early, so Stinger could have helped us.
Why did you think the guerrilla group was going to show up so early?
I don't know. I don't have timings. I have no timings on when they show up.
Yeah, that's why I'm at. Like, why did you think they were going to show up earlier?
I mean, that's most dangerous, right? If they do show up.
If you do show up, if Stinger group is committed here, you do show up, and then a massive furball goes over to him with that guerrilla group, we're dead as a whole package.
Like, you guys are playing this through the week, right? Like, you're practicing on this mission.
Not this mission. I mean, we were just messing around with like similar like the briefing. Yeah, we were just messing around with the information given in the briefing. We had no idea.
I don't think it's crazy to think that some Hornets can self-escort. I mean, these guys are busy, but they can shoot some MiG-21s down.
So this is my one.
But they didn't.
They didn't. That's true.
I'm just trying to. Where I'm going with this is,
we did
what happened in the mission maybe reinforces that the greater threat was the stuff scrambling from the airbase.
We did shoot a MiG-21 down. I think there was like a lack of comms on saying that these guys have left, so we were quite aware that the MiG-21s are down, and you could see my 1-3 going away towards that MiG-21. But since he's like left the zone, I told him to come back to us and to keep defending us. Another like Mirage F1 came to us to attack us, and the 1-3 went and attacked it.
If you look at just what happened with 1-3.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking.
Like, he has a friend that just took off, and I want to see what the fuck happened to him.
Where, the
Up
F1?
north. Yeah, like there's another one taking off behind him. I want to see what the fuck he's doing. He popped over on the radar. Okay, no, so that's the other one.
Ashes in the water.
He's constantly stalling from beginning, and he just goes wee.
Yeah, so that's why you vanished.
I think we could have self-escorted. I still stand with could have self-escorted. I think we should
But you
communicate that
didn't.
there was leakers.
Like, the end result was that it. I don't know. Like, I'm confused why you're not running the same conclusions that I am here.
Okay.
Was the package threatened?
I was launched.
No.
Yes.
I wasn't launched at once.
Okay, so I think my confusion, and I think maybe Scopes, is you guys said you were going to have responsibility over any targets that came off of Tomb, and you didn't. They happened to go chase after Victory, which was out west, but
okay,
that might not have played out that way, right? Like, they could have taken off and committed directly into you or something like that.
Yeah.
So I guess just like, as far as lessons learned, like, how can we be sure? Like, how can we be sure that we're, if we say we're going to take, X area, any bandits out of that, then we do that in the future. That makes sense?
Yeah. I mean, ideal situation is that your escort's with me, Stinger's with me, and he's protecting me. This is not the ideal situation. But in this mission, I felt like I was thin on resources. I thought that camp wall has to be set up early. which we did.
I totally get that, man. Like, I get what your intention was during the briefing. I'm just saying we're trying to learn from our mistakes. That looks like a mistake to me.
I think the mistake was maybe not saying in the briefing, like, okay, 100% we will kill everybody that comes off the tune. Like, the strikers will do that, and then making sure that you followed up on that. If there was a mistake, that was probably it.
Yeah.
You know, calling off -3, you should have been like, no, you have to kill them. That's our contract.
Yeah.
Or just, you know, if you can't, sometimes shit happens. If you can't hold that contract, then like we had no idea those fish beds were coming in until like Magic calls them 10 miles off our nose. And maybe that call out did go out. I don't know. I was pretty helmet fire, but if someone said, you know, like, hey, pop-ups out of Tomb, you know, track west or something, that would have been good to know.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue is that I didn't communicate that there are leakers. And I don't know. I felt like if the MiG-21s came hot at us, we would have killed them. But they didn't come hot at us, so we didn't chase them.
Yeah, I think the plan was reasonable.
The plan nearly got the F-14s blown up from MiG-21s, man.
But that's a lack of comms more than anything. Like, I didn't communicate that there are leakers.
There shouldn't have been leakers if you had responsibility of the airfield.
Yeah, but
At least I was aware of when we turned east towards
I said my piece.
Victory. And at least I was aware of MiGs incoming because they were on the data link.
Yeah.
So,
I definitely see where you're coming from, Scope, and I understand that. Yeah, I get your point.
All right, so then you guys are finishing up your strikes. Alamo gets called, and holy shit, is there a party coming in?
Well, it seems like the strike was very efficient. I mean, it happened really fast.
Yes, I think things that went very well. Like, I thought this is an awesome game plan of suppression and attacks while you guys were suppressing. Like,
yeah,
maybe you can quibble about timing a couple seconds here and there. You know, it would have been nice to have a Tald here or a Harm then, but like from when people start flying in and dropping bombs, there are always Talds and Harms in the air, and they do their exact job, I think.
Maybe 38 was perfect.
Someone gets launched on once. Was that?
Yeah, one of the strikers gets launched on.
That's dark in the initial run-in, but we already talked about that. That was just a little bit of a timing kerfuffle. But after that, like continuous suppression, I thought that went really fucking well watching this.
I actually think he gets shot on because my second Harm doesn't go out. So if that gone out, he would not have been shot on. So yeah, if I had a wingman, that would have been solved.
Yeah.
What are you guys are using Skynet or something like that?
This is Skynet, yes.
Mm-hmm. So Skynet won't automatically turn off the radar if a Harm is in on it. So there's a chance that the missile would have still gone out, even with the Harm pointed at the right target.
That's true. It's very likely though.
Yeah, I think it's like a 50-50 by default.
You can adjust it. It's all adjustable.
But that's just one thing to keep in mind with Seed is that it's not guaranteed to trash the missile.
So then towards the end, these Mirages are coming in. We see them out in front of this big guerrilla group. I think, Scope, did you later call commit on them? We didn't hear any.
I was confused about that. I think you just missed our call. We were commit on these guys.
Okay, yeah, we must have, because we didn't hear it, but maybe we had.
I mean, we heard it.
Okay.
The controllers heard it.
Because at this point,
if you didn't hear it, that's a good time to turn in and try to slash something.
So I'm like, okay, we're 40 miles. We check our data link. We're deconflicted. You know, all the enemies or the friends are deconflicted from the enemies in space and altitude, especially. So we shoot a Phoenix. I shit my pants slightly because I realized I still have it set to Phoenix active from our previous shenanigans, and then we shoot a second one in Twiz, and that starts its dance up into space. And by the time it gets there, you've already ganked these guys. So
Look at this fucking. This missile has no right to be as good as it was.
This is awesome. You guys sort, you shoot. Or do you shoot both of them?
Gumby twizzes these guys, and this missile should just. There's no reason it should impact and kill that F1.
This guy?
Yeah, look at it.
What?
Yeah, these
Where'd it
Iranians are hapless.
Look at this.
That's
Look at what it's doing. This is incredible.
Some guidance. Okay.
It's like psych.
Rams are hard.
It's so slow, and the Mirage is like 200 knots now.
What? Is this some desync?
I think so.
Must be. It just explodes.
Aim 120 broken.
Really?
You should
That
see
was
the
such
other
a good
game.
shot.
Oh, cool. And then you're right behind him. Follow-up shot, shooting crank. Holy chaff, Batman. Nice.
I didn't know. I didn't have F1 spike. I had MiG-29 spike, so I assumed that was an R-27.
Smart. And then I think we all fuck off. And park on a stationary carrier, which was completely uneventful. And there's nothing else to see.
Except about 1 million bolters, Jesus.
Make sure the carriers are moving, y'all.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Well, aren't they? Look at.
It is moving at 4 knots.
Nice touch and go.
4 knots.
Oh, it was moving the whole time.
It's
Wait,
moving at 4
was it?
knots.
Was it moving faster at the beginning of the mission?
No.
That's actually 4 knots calculated. So that's plus windage.
So like 2 knots because the wind was 2 knots.
Well,
Yeah, it's a weird.
knots.
Yeah, I'm gonna handle the carrier manually from now on. I don't know if the moose script is doing something funky. Try going back and look at the Red 4 strike package. We almost lost the Hawk.
Huh?
Yep. Hawk turned itself off.
AI did AI things. This wasn't really was this our area of responsibility to stop them?
I think we decided no.
Yeah, we decided
in the briefing.
Yeah, it
it's
would
good
be.
that we decided no. I mean, we would have been toast with all this.
There was only a couple fighters, but
There's a lot of fighters.
yeah. But what's our package? Right? Are we taking out the Sandatum, or are we flying some sort of barrier cap? Because
yes,
I'm giving too many tasks.
magical robot F-15s to do the job.
Yes.
I think I understand why you added that second task. From a stuff to do perspective, but yeah, we didn't need to prosecute them.
It was fun. Yeah, I mean, definitely improve would be like just to have an escort on us, or just if there is a leaker to declare the leaker at the very least.
You just always want to work backwards from what is the most dangerous thing the enemy can do. You want to state that first and emphatically. I usually add it to the threat card because it's important to that the threat card actually cut.
I thought backward. I just didn't think they would just leave us. And
in the threat card, I'm stating that 2X MiG-21 this intel suggests that they are rearming and therefore not ready. So they were a bit faster than I had hoped for, but I really expected that you were able to go in, do your shit, and then come back out before they were actually in the air.
overall, I think it was fun. Went all right. Except for those leakers, of course. I see. I think I was kind of arguing on the wrong point. I felt like they didn't threaten my flight, but they threatened the package, yes.
Yeah, just whenever we're attacking an airbase, it's always the scariest thing is the airbase.
Not the airbase.
Those GBU-24s were awesome. Was the timing? I can't remember. Was the timing something we did in package briefing for the 6-minute window, or was that part of the initial brief? Like the documents.
I think I had
There's a
6 minute
vulnerability
brief.
time in the card that Blue posted, I think.
Oh, Perf, this is just for your information. The GBU-12s were a really bad idea for this mission, which was the default loadout for the strikers. Just takes too long to get them off.
It was my attempt of not just throwing JDAMs at them.
Yeah, it's more fun to be able to laser guide stuff in, but
Yeah.
you can get off maybe one every 5 minutes if you're lucky.
I think with GBU-12, you like a perfect strike to disable the SAM in the first run.
Oh, by like chasing the laser?
I mean, like, all 4 of us target every track and command element in the package from one go. And of the strike. Of the SAM site, sorry. But with the cloud layer, I think it would have been miserable to do. I don't think it would have been done. I think it's fun. I think the biggest improve is that we really should just put the escort with the strike, I guess, and just let them deal with it.
Just as long as like area of responsibility, right? Most dangerous course of enemy action has got to be dealt with, even if it's the least likely course of enemy action. And then the most probable course of enemy action you can worry about second. And if that means the MiG-21s probably won't take off until before they're a threat to the package, it's like a contingency rather than...
Yeah, I knew they would take off. I just didn't think they would fuck off.
Yeah, they do some weird shit there. It might also have something to do, this is me postulating, but depending on what kind of an action these are given, if they're given cap action, they might prioritize fighters with a cap priority over fighters that are set to seed. But that's just me guessing how stupid ED is with the way they set up the mission editor.
Yeah.
Isn't the cap action generally not recommended?
Not really, yeah.
For throwing out guesses, another is that they could have been more aware of the ones that were being engaged by friendlies than they were more aware than they were of the people coming to strike their island.
Yeah, I have no idea where their EW is for... Is there an EW with the Hawk? Or is all their EW way back here at Bandar? That could definitely be something. Especially if there's EW integrated with the SA2 here.
So these are using Moose dispatch script, and I'm fairly certain it's because the 2 Tomcats are crossing this imaginary line first, so they are just being hard-coded to go kill those people.
Yeah.
They don't have enough information to change their course.
Yeah, that was weird. Like I said to my number 3, get ready, we're about to get to fight, and then they just fuck off.
Ooh, that's kind of scary. We don't see this guy leaking either. Good thing the MiGs they're out for Tomcat blood.
Probably because we were the first ones to trespass.
They were just going after Cruiser. We paid them.
Yeah, we paid them.
We paid them for all the team kills he did over the weeks.
I'm not actually sure now. I don't think it's Moose for them, because the F1s are in the air, and they will then be dispatched first. I don't know.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Good shit. Next time is it MiG-29s and Tomcats.
Sound resumed.
Hello.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
User
Fucking
joined
lead
your
carriers.
Yeah. So flight brief from my perspective, Kenny.
Oh, it's full of shit.
What?
It's fucking terrible.
Well, and let's turn it into actionable, points to improve, right? So first off, suggestion from me: when you lead a flight, like your aircraft is a 747.
Yeah, I know. I was super aggressive. Yep.
So you like every movement is like deliberate and slow, and if it allowed, you don't have to do it, but you can call out your movements. You have to do them when people are in TAC wing or the combat spread of any sort.
I thought I was
right?
pretty good with calling out my turns.
Yes. I mean, like in the transition, I'm just clearing it up.
Yeah. No.
In the transition, you usually don't have to do them. You don't have to call them. So deliberate. Speed was too low, right? We were falling out of the sky, so it kind of messed up our tracks. We had to like speed up. So the turns were not being made.
No briefed speed for the truck?
There is. It's 0.7, which is
0.7.
too slow.
Right.
Yeah. We are too heavy, too high, and too slow, basically.
Yeah, I had to go into... I had to dip into burner a bunch during the attack turns to try to keep speed.
Yeah, same. So that... I don't know what you think about. I'll leave it to last because I think it will be a bit of discussion. The harm employment. If you get an idea, I don't know. If you think along what I would be thinking. Recovery was good. Like, it was good that we did the extra comms because Ziplip will not work. Like, it's better to just communicate. And other than the Tomcats just jamming themselves in before we finished, it was fine. I'm not sure what's supposed to be like that. I think they should still hold Marshall until it's like cleared out. And if somebody bolters, they get the priority. One thing I've noticed with my aircraft, I was way too heavy. So 6,000 pounds of fuel plus a harm plus an empty fuel tank. You need like be a beam at 1.6 to turn on time.
Also, it was, the carrier wasn't moving forward really, right? So you had a short distance as well.
That didn't help. So what I would change is change our descent profile, perhaps go into the stack and dump fuel. Potentially to get below like 4,000 pounds, so we're like 5,000 or below total, and then go for the recovery. So those turns are not that fucked. Because I could feel the weight of the aircraft. That and then harm employment. I was thinking perhaps it should.
So ideally. I kind of had to. So with 3 people, it was awkward, right? Because we wanted to suppress 2 radars, right? We wanted to suppress the track and the search. And I was thinking about trying to like swap codes, right, and put like more equal employment of harms on like the radars. But I was like, that's way too complicated when we're up there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna everybody just stick with one code.
Why are you suppressing SC-15 initially? I thought we weren't. Like
we never suppressed the SC-15.
Yeah. Okay, so you're talking about like the TR,
no,
the search radar,
the
and
TR and the SR. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had 2 shooters on the SR and 1 on the TR.
Also a feared freak for the Hawk, right?
CWAR or some garbage.
Yeah.
The CWAR is for the like low altitude like search or track radar. It's weird.
So
died initially very quickly.
So I was thinking perhaps, Kenny, something to consider would be employment of harms based on the geometry, not the timing. So like, at the start of hot leg you shoot, and at the end of the hot leg you shoot again, right? And then you turn cold and you calculate it so the timing kind of lines up of up to like 30, 40 or whatever is the briefed seconds, right? That way like people don't have to check their timer all the time, and they like that's an extra option. You can adjust your racetrack to fit to that time, so you will calculate like outside the mission beforehand. Like, okay, turn will take 45 seconds, one leg will take 2 minutes, right? So you should be firing harm, at 2 minutes 30 seconds, something like that. So if somebody sees, I'm late, I'll do turn a little bit earlier to line up the timing. But then the geometry, you don't have to think much, right? I just, I should after I turn. I shoot at the end of the leg, right? This is
but you still need to keep the timing in check, right? Because then you need to know if you need to turn in earlier.
Exactly. So the timing can drift out, right? That's the